Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to be doing a get ready with me inspired by this look that Alana Davison did. I think she has a video of it. I haven't watched it yet, but she posted this on Instagram and I just felt really inspired by it, especially with this new top that I got. It's just super cute and I felt like it went with like the beigey cut crease vibes. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on YouTube. I seem to do that a lot. I like post a video and then I'm gone for a few months and then I post another video and I'm like back. But I have plenty of time right now since we're all supposed to be staying inside and both of my jobs are shut down right now. So I've been using most of this time to just be creative and be really active on like social media. Like if you have me on Instagram, I've been doing a lot of story tutorials. I have a couple of highlights like on my Instagram, the little circles when you tag or click on someone's profile, whatever I'm trying to say. But anyways, so I thought today would be perfect to sit down and do a YouTube video. And obviously I'm not in a normal setup. I'm in the dining room area of the apartment. That's where the kitchen is behind me. With all the windows and stuff, it was just super bright and like good lighting, and I get tired of sitting in my room, you know, so I figured this would be the perfect setup to do a YouTube video. So let's get started. Since this is kind of more of a dramatic eye look and it's a winged out cut crease and it's a wing, I don't do those very often, so I like to do my eyes first when I do things like that, mainly because I'm not very good at like guessing where the wing goes unless I use these babies, and I don't like putting these on top of foundation. So these are the e.l.f. eye tapes. They usually come in like longer ones, but I cut them in two because this is plenty for one eye. You don't need a huge strip that goes down to here, and you save money, and they're like $2 for like 3 sheets of these. So we're gonna go ahead and put these on first. I'm planning on using my MAC paint pot to prime my eyes, but I'm too lazy to go to my room and get it, so we are just going to use good old e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the 16-hour Camo Concealer. It's a matte concealer, so it will be fine, and I'll set it with powder. So this is what I'm going to use to prime my eyes. Don't really need that much of this. Also, if you see me looking over here, it's because I have a mirror right here, and that's what this is in the frame, that little white corner. It's fine. It's in the perfect place. I don't want to move it, okay? So next up is eyeshadow, of course. So I have a couple palettes here. I have the Shane Dawson palette, the Conspiracy one with Jeffree Star Cosmetics, or I have the Morphe 3502 brush, 3502 palette. It's time for eyeshadow, like I said earlier. So we have the eye tapes on, and I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson palette. First, I'm gonna go into the shade My Pills, and that's going to be the one that I kind of fluff through the crease and kind of start to wing out the shape. It's a very light shade, so it's not going to show up a whole lot, but it's still going to give me like the guidelines to the shape that I'm wanting. And with Tanacon and kind of deepen it up a little bit. This, I want to get pretty dark with this, so that's why I also brought the Morphe palette, because this has a dark brown, but I kind of want to get like a deeper brown. These are really like warm tone, so and this is when I'm really taking it and making a winged out shape. It's really going to help build up that shape that we're wanting. It's kind of important to lay down the base in the beginning, I feel like. It'll make it all easier. Alright, now that I have a good solid shape, I'm going to move on from the Conspiracy palette and get the Morphe palette out. I don't know if this ever came with a sheet that had the shade names on it. I don't know. It probably did, but I don't have it. So next I'm going to go in with this shade down here. It's from the bottom left corner. It's a really dark, cool brown. It's not super warm because, I mean, it's really hard to tell the difference between a lot of these colors in here, but they just have like different undertones. Like some are more warm, some are more, you know, cool. I'm basically repeating the same thing. So this I'm gonna take into really rock it in the socket of my eye. I'm not gonna blow it out as much, so I'm taking a tinier blending brush and trying to really get it into the crease. Take the same e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Gonna take it on the back of my hand. Really like to spread it out. And then I'm taking a Morphe 421 brush. It's like a concealer brush. It's dirty, it's fine. I'm washing my brushes after this, I swear. And we're just gonna take some of this. You really don't need a whole lot. I put way too much on the back of my hand, but what's new? And now we're going to cut the crease. Alright, so there is one crease snatch. It really helps to kind of look to the side and really see where you want the wing to like go up into. And since we're gonna put like a glitter liner moment like above the crease, I didn't want to bring it like too high because the liner is gonna show up anyway, so it's fine. Go back into the Shane Dawson palette and take my pills again, and that is what I'm gonna use on top of where we cut the crease, just to add like a lighter, brighter color. Basically the same color as the concealer. Make sure you get out any of the creases that are on the lid so you're not setting creases, because I kind of just did. It's fine though. This concealer dries really fast, so honestly, you probably don't even need to set it as long as you press out the creases before it completely dries, but I like to do it just to be safe. So now we're gonna do kind of like a smoky moment. Try to. I'm trying to find an angled brush. So I like to take this one from Farrah Beauty. It is the 15E angled brow brush, but it's so like dense and tiny. It's like a lot easier to do this because there's some that are just too blown out. I mean, it'd be good for like smoking it out, but I like when the bristles are really tight and close to each other. So I'm still taking the Shane Dawson palette, and I'm gonna take my Rides here. It's just the black color, and that's what I'm gonna use to do a smoky liner. Try to. Let's see. So for this, what I like to do, I like to line the lash line first. It just kind of gets me used to going in really tiny. I need to like move everything around to do this. This is hard work, people. Alright, there is one wing. I think before I take the tape off, well, I guess it doesn't really matter if I have the tape on, so I'll take it off just to see the big reveal. Woo! Ooh, okay. It's not looking too shabby. Am I on Lanarama yet? That's her Instagram name, Alanarama. Okay, so this side got a little wonky. It looks like really dark and thick. if I want to redo it or not. Decisions. I feel like it looks really dark compared to this one, and it's like really thick. Okay, so I'm a genius. So I just took my makeup wipe and like wiped off the lash line basically where like the black was, and just re-put concealer where the cut crease is, and now I have like a brand new eye. So we're gonna try and do this wing again. I redid this eye, and wow, I'm happy I redid it because it looks so much better. Like, they're like identical now, so yay! Okay, so now I'm going to try and make my own like glitter liner because I don't have any glitter liners. I do have a gold jelly mud shadow from ColourPop, which is just like a really jelly textured cream shadow that I could use, but it's just like too yellowy and bright. So what I'm gonna do, my mirror just like fell. I don't know what happened there, and people are slamming doors, so yay. Anyways, I'm gonna take this gold right here, and I'm just gonna take some spray. I have some rose water spray, and kind of make like a liquidy shadow that I can use as a liner. Mixed up a little glitter or shimmer concoction on the back of my hand. I sprayed some rose water in it, and I did this eye. It's not super like opaque is the word, I think, but I honestly don't mind it. I like that it's like a little soft glitter. Like, I think it'll show up really well in pictures, especially because I'm going for like this soft vibe, but like glam, you know, like a different kind of glam than I normally do. So now we're gonna do this eye on camera. Maybe reactivate this. Might have to respray it. There we go. Oh yeah. Yes. I'm using a Morphe 443 brush. It's a really thin liner brush. I love it. I got inspired to get this brush from Katie Jane Hughes. She doesn't use this one ever, I don't think, but I was inspired to buy a small liner brush because she uses them all the time. So for primer, I'm going to use my favorite Pretty Fresh from ColourPop. This is a really hydrating, glowy primer. Smells delicious. So now that the primer's all blended out, I'm going to be going in with foundation. I brought out a oldie today, the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I have not used this in a hot minute. Like, I can't even remember the last time I used it because I've been using my Rimmel one for like a long time now. Like probably almost a year I've been using that one, and it's still like to this day my favorite. This used to be my favorite, but Rimmel has stolen my heart. But we're going to take it back and use this today. So I'm using, where do you see the shade name? LC1 first. This is like probably like my skin tone, but I like to use 2 just to get a little warmer. So of course I take this in like the center of my face zones, so it's a little brighter there. And then I'll take MC1, which means medium cool one, bordering my face so I look a little more tan than I am, because who doesn't love to be a little more tan, especially with these beachy, springy, soft vibes we got going on. Because this definitely not my skin tone, but when you mix it all together, you know you got the best of both worlds. You get tan. Alright, so now that we have that all applied, I'm going to take my Morphe sponge. I go back and forth with this sponge. Like sometimes, it really depends on the foundation. There was one foundation, I don't know what one it was. I don't think it was this one, who knows. Guess we're going to find out. But there was one foundation that it just did not blend out good. Not this one, because this one's blending out fine. But it was, I don't know if it was like too hard, or it was just the texture of the sponge. It was not blending out my foundation smooth at all. So then I started using the e.l.f. pink one that looks like just like this. It's like $3, but I still really like that one, but that one has a lot of holes in it, so it kind of also has a weird texture to where it makes it kind of absorb a lot, and it kind of just leaves a weird finish on my foundation sometimes depending on what I'm using. And then I went to the Eco Tools. It's like a green one, It's kind of similar to this one as well, but it's more circle, and then it has like this at the end, the flat. But I had that for a long time, like probably like 6 months, because I got it like right when Hunter and I started dating, and we've been hanging out for 6 months, and we've almost been dating for 6 months. So I assume I've had that sponge for 6 months, so I figured it was probably time to get a new one. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get new ones in sooner time than that, but I just loved it so much I didn't want to stop using it. Okay, so this foundation looks like amazing on my skin. Like, it just looks really good. My eyes look so dark. I'm like not used to having like black liner, so they look kind of scary, but it's looking really good. Like, look how glowy. I forgot how glowy it looked. And I don't know if I've ever used it with this primer before, because that definitely helps, like the glowiness, obviously, because it's like a glowy primer. And now I wasn't picking my nose. I had to move my piercing so I could get all up in it, you know? Okay, so, oh, I also got my nose re-pierced this year, like a month ago maybe, because I know in my last video I didn't have it because it was January, and my piercing fell out in like October, and I finally got it re-pierced. I am so happy because I missed it a lot. I took a lot of courage to get it re-pierced, just because I knew, like, it didn't hurt that bad the first time, but I knew there was pain to come with it, so I was like, kind of hyping myself up, like anxious wise, but Hunter was literally like, I'm not letting you leave unless you get your nose pierced, because I would be saying like every day, oh, I wish my nose was pierced, oh, I miss my nose piercing, blah blah blah. So he knew how much I wanted it, and he was not gonna let me leave without it. So bless him, I got my nose re-pierced. So now that we talked about that, I'm gonna go in with concealer, good old camo concealer from ELF. I don't need a lot of this because it is decently full coverage. I actually bought the hydrating version of this, and I couldn't remember what color I had it in. So I have medium peach in this. This doesn't really look like medium peach to me. I mean, it's like medium to light, but whatever. It matches me pretty well. If you hear that noise, it's the heat coming on. Great. But anyways, I bought a color of the hydrating kind, and it like is orange. I haven't put it on my skin yet just because it does not look right, but it's literally, the shade is called Light Sand, because I couldn't remember what shade I had of the normal kind, and I wasn't around it to figure it out, so I just assumed Light Sand sounded good because I'm very light skinned, and sand is like a beigey, like a neutral, so I was like, okay, can't go wrong with neutral, you know. I'm not worried about completely covering my undertones, and it is orange, so yeah. I'm gonna try it, but I was gonna purchase it and repurchase it in Light Sand when I saw it at Target, but I have so much concealer right now, I'm like, whatever, I don't need to repurchase it right now. I'll just try and find someone that can have that one. Man, I forgot how good this concealer is. It's like still pretty dewy looking. Like, look how fresh my under eyes look. Nice, I forgot. It's really comparable to the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, but even that is more dewy, because the Infallible concealer is really like heavy. So I use like an even smaller amount than I did with the ELF kind. Huh. I'm gonna start using that a little more. My current favorite concealer is still the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer, but I'm trying to use more of stuff that I don't use, especially now that I'm home and have plenty of time to let my makeup go bad, you know? So now I'm going in with my current favorite cream bronzer. It is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer with jojoba oil, and it is in the shade Toffee Caramel. I usually say caramel, but caramel sounds fancy. So this is what it looks like. It's just a regular bronzing stick. I haven't tried a lot of cream bronzers, so I don't have like a lot of, you know, experience, but by far this one has been my favorite out of the ones I've tried. I've tried the Wet n Wild one, which wasn't bad. It was pretty orange, so I'd have to use it like more in the summertime, and even this one's warm, but once you blend it out, it looks like a normal bronzer to me. Normal one that I would use, you know? But I've used the Wet n Wild one, which isn't bad, especially because it's like $3 or something, and I think this one was maybe $10 or to $12 around there somewhere, which is still really affordable. And then I know I've used a stick foundation from Flower Beauty. I don't remember how I felt about that. I don't think it was the right shade. I just got it because it was on sale, and I was like, oh, I can use it as a cream bronzer. But yeah, I picked this one up finally. I'd been wanting to get it for a while, but I was like, no, I don't need it. Well, I need it, and I'm glad I got it because, like, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. It's so easy to blend out too. Like, I just used this brush from BH Cosmetics because I don't use it for anything else, and I was like, why not give it a whirl with my cream bronzer? And look how beautiful. Oh my gosh. That literally is like the perfect bronze. I cannot wait to wear this in the summertime. Holy crappies. You know, when I get it all up in that hair, like, all up in there, especially now that we're home, like, we need to be looking snatched, okay? Snatched to sit on the couch and eat all day. Although lately, you know, I'm being really chatty because I'm not trying to be boring. I've been trying to work out more. Well, just work out in general because I never worked out really ever before. And I'm not necessarily trying to lose weight because I've somehow managed to maintain my weight all through like high school and now after high school. I think just my metabolism really hasn't slowed down yet. Thank God. But I still want to work out and like try to keep my body in better shape and get stronger. I've already got a little bit of gains. I can feel it, and it's visible. Obviously you can't see it right now, it just looks like I have flab. But I just want to feel my best, and I just want, you know, your body's a temple, they say. So gotta treat it like one. So I've been trying to work out and not sit on the couch so much, which I don't really sit on the couch. I lay in my bed, but you know. This is the perfect time, I'm trying to look for my blush. This is the perfect time, I think, to create new habits that you can bring into post-quarantine, I guess you could call it, you know? Like, start doing things now that you've been wanting to start, you know, and then you'll be so used to doing them over the past few weeks that it'll be much easier to continue doing them once you're back to your normal life, you know? Your normal routine. You can figure out ways to get it into your normal routine. There's always time. You just have to make it if you really want it. Now, I understand if it's impossible, if you literally work all the time and you cannot make time for it, you know, you work 16 hours a day, there's not much time left. But even, like, I have this app, it's like Daily 7, and it says it's for women, but anybody can do it. But it's 7-minute workouts a day. The first day I did that, it literally kicked my butt. I was so sore for like the next week, and I literally worked out for 7 minutes. So even 7 minutes, I feel like just of movement, of actual movement a day can do wonders to you. So now I'm gonna do some blush. I'm gonna do a couple of them because I kind of want this bronzy moment, but I also want like a pinky, add some more color back into this moment. So this is my current favorite product to use for blush. This isn't even a blush. It's a liquid lip color. It's L'Oreal Infallible Paints in the shade Spicy Blush, which is funny because I use it as a blush. It is just a beautiful pink, and it looks amazing on the cheeks. So I just dot a little bit on there, and I really like to mix it with other ones. So I'm also gonna mix it with this lipstick. This is Bahama Beige. Yep, Bahama Beige by Milani. And then I blend it out with this BH Cosmetics brush. It's like a fluffy but like dense brush. I think it's made for like bronzer or contour, but I just use it to blend out this because it fits perfectly like on my cheeks. So I'm gonna blend out the pink first, and it's so creamy, it blends out perfect and adds a beautiful glow. See how pretty that looks? It's like the perfect flush. I just can't get over it, okay? I'm sorry. So now I'm gonna go in Bahama Beige. This one, my hands are a mess. I don't like to put on my face because I actually use this for lipstick. I never use that pink one for actual lipstick, so I'm just gonna do this. And this is what I like to do with lipsticks, like in this form. I just put it on the back of my hand and rub it in like so, and then I'll take the brush, pounce it in there, get it all rubbed up on the brush, and then go in. Yeah, that's adding a really nice like extra bronze moment to my cheeks. To my cheeks? I don't know why I said it like that. Kind of go over the nose a little bit, make it a little sun-kissed. Man, I just love cream blush. Like, I've been so obsessed with it, and I mean, I'm not even using cream blush right now. This is my favorite thing ever, people, okay? Like, literally ever. I love using lipstick as blush. Like, just look at that. This isn't blush, people. This is lipstick. I just love using it. I actually learned that from Midnight Weirdo on Instagram. I think her actual name is Gabrielle, and then Katie Jane Hughes on Instagram. They both do like daily tutorials, and they both showed them using cream lipstick like all the time as blush, you know, like it's just amazing. And if you want to look dewy and glowy, sorry, excuse me, coffee, this is like an amazing way to do it. And it's also great to expand your blush collection. I talk about it all the time. Like if you don't have a lot of money, or you just don't want to spend money on like 1,000 different cream blush shades, literally open your lipstick drawer, because I have about 100 that I never wear. Put them on your face. Like, it's so universal, and I think it lasts like a long time. Like powder, I don't know, sometimes I feel like at the end of the day it's like, okay, did I even put on blush today? But this stays on all day, and it becomes like more glowy throughout the day, just from your natural oils and such, which I don't mind because I love looking dewy and glowy. But it's seriously the best thing ever. Like, it's like my favorite makeup hack, if you will. I went ahead and finished my eyeshadow underneath, and I did mascara because the sun is very quickly going down for some reason today. So for mascara, I use So Fierce by Revlon. This mascara, I love the way it makes my lashes look. It coats them all, it makes them look full and really lifts them, but it smears so bad on me, like incredibly bad. I don't know why. The person who recommended this was Ashley Walker on Instagram. It just makes her lashes look amazing, but it smears very bad on me, like probably second worst mascara to smear me. I don't know why, but like all mascaras smear me. I have not found one that doesn't smear at all. Even waterproof mascara smears. So now for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with Revlon Skin Lights. This is such a pretty highlighter. Like, it's so pretty. I just had to get it. This, I don't know why it took me so long to read. This is in the shade Daybreak Glimmer, is what I think the shade is what it says on the back. And I just use this Morphe brush. I need a new highlighting brush. I need like a softer one. This is like what all YouTubers used like years ago. The Morphe 510 brush. It's kind of coarse now because I've had it for a while. But I'm just going to use this for my highlighter. I do really lightly because I don't want it to look like just like a smeary highlight, you know? I really like this to melt into the skin. So I kind of do swirling motions very softly, and it's such a pretty highlighter. Like, it's such a soft gold, and it like really just meshes well with my skin. Like, it really looks like a lit from within, but like I'm still wearing a highlighter, you know? It's perfect. Because I have like Ofra Rodeo Drive, but that's just a little too like dark and warm for my skin tone, because I am very fair. I have a very fair complexion. So it just doesn't work for me all the time. I can use like a tiniest amount of it, but this I can really go ham. That's another nice thing. You can use a little bit of it if you want, or you can use a lot. What I've been liking to do on my nose recently is I take the brush I used to highlight my inner corner. I take the highlighter and I put it right there. Because usually, you know, I mean, I still do this. I still put highlighter like on the bridge, but Katie Jane Hughes does this for more of like a detailed highlight. She'll just go like that. The tiny brush, just because that truly is like a center focus. Like, look at that. I'll take any glow I can get. Like, I will put highlighter all over my face, put highlighter all over my forehead. I just like to look glowy all around. As long as it's not a super metallic highlighter, I'm gonna spread it all over my face. Like, this one just makes me look wet and dewy and lit from within. Like, ooh, that's good. I cannot wait to wear this one in the summer either. Literally, like, it looks like my face is wet right there. I love it. Okay, so now I think everything is done besides lips. So, but first I'm gonna do a setting spray. Since I'm not going anywhere, I'm not gonna use my good stuff, which is usually my Tarte setting spray, but that stuff's expensive. So I'm just gonna use a rose water spray because I'm literally just gonna be in the house, and I'm probably gonna work out not too long after I'm done with this video. So I'm not gonna use the good stuff. Just use this just to melt everything together. And I like to press in the highlighter. I've been doing this for years. I think I learned it from Jaclyn Hill, and now like every YouTuber does it. And this is a sponge she used to. Alright, so lastly is lips. It's getting super dark, so chop, chop, chop. So I'm going to go in with the ColourPop BFF lip liner. We're going for like a nude lip today. I think I'm going to put on this Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Virgin first. Like a virgin. It's a very pinky nude. Then we're going to let that dry and put one more thing on top. So now I'm going to go in with Maybelline Baddest Beige, another recommendation from the Queen Jaclyn Hill. That is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching and creating this with me. I love how like glowy and glam it is. I love this nude lip. I haven't really been able to figure out like a good nude lip combo, but I think I have faith in this one. It's really like a pinky nude. It's not too like, doesn't like wash me out or anything. It's not that nude of a nude. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. I hope you all stay safe, stay indoors, wash your hands, get creative, open a book, or just binge watch Netflix all day. Whatever you want to do, use the time to relax if you can. And if you are still working, thank you for working and keeping the essential businesses open for everybody. And I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully soon.